In just 6 seconds, you could launch a career, spark a meme, or make millions laugh. From 2013 to 2016, Vine wasn't just an app. It was a cultural force. But just as fast as it blew up, it vanished. So what really happened to Vine? Why did Twitter kill its most beloved product? In June 2012, 3 developers, Dom Hoffman, Rus Yusupov, and Colin Kroll, launched an ambitious project that would change the face of digital storytelling. The concept? A platform where anyone could record and share 6-second looping videos. That was it. No filters, no flashy features, just a camera, a record button, and 6 seconds. At first glance, the idea seemed absurd. How could anyone tell a story in 6 seconds? But that limitation turned out to be Vine's superpower. This was a time when mobile video was far from optimized. Phones had low-quality cameras. Upload speeds were slow. YouTube was still heavily desktop-based. And while Facebook and Instagram were experimenting with photo sharing and light video use, no one had nailed quick, native, user-generated video on mobile. Recognizing its disruptive potential, Twitter acquired Vine in October 2012 for a reported $30 million, just months after its creation, and crucially, before it even launched to the public. Twitter envisioned Vine as the perfect complement to its short-form text platform, a visual extension of its real-time digestible format. On January 24, 2013, Vine officially launched on iOS. The app was minimalist: 1 button to record, 6 seconds to film. Clips automatically looped when finished. This simplicity invited spontaneity, which in turn gave rise to a form of creativity that felt raw and real. At first, early adopters used Vine to share everyday moments: a street performer, a funny pet, a time-lapse sunset. But it didn't take long for something unexpected to happen. People started innovating. By stringing together shots and creatively timing edits, users began producing surprisingly complex skits and animations. Punchlines were timed to land as the video started over, creating an almost hypnotic comedic rhythm. By late 2013, Vine was no longer just a quirky experiment. It was a full-blown phenomenon. It climbed to the #1 spot on the App Store, and downloads surged into the tens of millions. A new class of digital celebrities was born. King Bach, Lele Pons, Logan Paul, Curtis Lepore, Liza Koshy, and Nash Greer become Vine royalty, amassing millions of followers. With only 6 seconds per video, these creators became masters of timing, punchlines, and visual gags. Entire genres began to form: comedy sketches, stop-motion animation, pranks, mini music videos, weird, surreal loops that defied logic but went viral. Vine wasn't polished, it wasn't trying to be YouTube. It was the Wild West of short-form video, where low-budget production often trumped high production value, and that's exactly why people loved it. With tens of millions of active users and a fiercely loyal fan base, Vine was in the perfect position to dominate the creator economy, and brands were paying attention. By 2014, major advertisers were reaching out directly to top Viners. A 6-second sponsored post could earn a popular creator $10,000 to $50,000. Brands like Coca-Cola, Nike, and Verizon were partnering with Vine stars for product placement and viral campaigns. But here's the catch: Vine didn't facilitate any of it. There was no built-in monetization program, no ad-sharing model, no tools for creators to earn directly from the platform. Instead, creators had to manage their own sponsorships, often through agents or third-party deals. That worked for a while, but as the platform grew, so did frustrations. In 2015, a group of Vine's top 18 creators proposed a deal. Pay us $1.2 million each per year, and we'll continue posting exclusive content. Vine declined. That decision would prove fatal. While Vine stood still, the rest of the internet raced ahead. Instagram extended its video limit to 15 seconds, then 60. Snapchat launched Stories, allowing users to share ephemeral video narratives. YouTube continued to dominate long-form content and had a proven ad revenue model. Facebook began prioritizing native video content in its algorithm, giving creators massive exposure. And then came Musical.ly, a Chinese app that merged music and short-form video. It would eventually become TikTok, Vine's spiritual successor. Internally, Vine struggled. Its parent company, Twitter, was undergoing leadership changes, layoffs, and failed product expansions. Vine was no longer a priority. It was a cost center without a clear path to profitability. On October 27, 2016, Twitter announced it would discontinue Vine. The announcement sent shockwaves through the internet. Vine fans mourned. Memes and tributes flooded social media. Hashtags like #RIP Vine and #Vine is dead trended for days. Creators scrambled to move their audiences elsewhere. Some had already diversified into YouTube, Snapchat, and Instagram. Twitter allowed users to download their content and briefly maintained a public Vine archive. But even that disappeared by 2019, erasing much of Vine's legacy from the internet. Many Vine stars successfully transitioned to other platforms. David Dobrik became one of YouTube's biggest creators. Shawn Mendes, discovered through 6-second song covers, became a global pop star. King Bach pursued a successful acting career in film and television. Liza Koshy and Logan Paul all reinvented themselves on YouTube, with varying degrees of success and controversy. Unable to maintain momentum without the Vine ecosystem, still, Vine's influence didn't vanish. It simply evolved. Vine didn't die, it morphed into something larger. Its DNA runs through TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and every short-form content platform we know today. The 6-second limit may be gone, but the concept of snackable, loopable, hyper-creative video dominates digital culture. Vine's impact is evident in editing styles, jump cuts, punchline reveals, and rapid transitions, soundbite culture, short clips that become memes or remixes, the rise of internet comedians and micro-influencers, the normalization of vertical video as a professional medium. Even Dom Hoffman attempted a comeback with a follow-up app, Byte, in 2020. Despite initial hype, it never reached Vine's heights and was eventually acquired and rebranded. Vine was messy, chaotic, and brilliant. In just 3 years, it changed comedy, content creation, and culture. Which Vine lives in your head rent-free? Drop it in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit subscribe for more forgotten internet stories. Until next time, keep scrolling, but never forget.